If this new evidence turns out to be true, it means the fight between Logan Paul and KSI was rigged. And this is the evidence. Also, quick mention, if you guys want to win 5 $20 gift cards, we are right now giving them away, and all you gotta do is like, comment and subscribe, and you're automatically entered in the giveaway, so best of luck in that. Hey guys, and welcome back to Viral Trends. I'm pretty sure you heard about the fight between KSI and Logan Paul. It's kind of the biggest internet thing to ever happen since the internet was invented, so yeah, you probably heard of it sometime. We've now been waiting for months and months and months, and it finally happened, and all of a sudden, evidence emerged of the fight being rigged. Totally rigged. We even have proof on paper. How about that? It did result in a draw, which has brought up a lot of conspiracy theories about it being rigged and stuff. So in this video we're gonna take a look at what actually happened. I know we have a lot of Logan Paul fans out there, we have a lot of KSI fans out there. I don't support any of the sides, so I'm completely unbiased, so just to let you guys know. If you haven't seen the fight already, go watch it, or just at least watch the highlights, because it's a pretty good fight. So what people found was this paper. As you can read here, it stated that the first fight that was in the UK, all the money from the tickets would go to KSI, and then afterwards you can read that the next match in the USA, all the money was gonna go to Logan Paul. But how did they know it was gonna be a rematch if they didn't already know it was gonna be a draw? So I guess they decided from the beginning there was gonna be a draw, so there would be a rematch, even more publicity, even more money. Is that it? So a lot of people in a lot of comment sections were linking this page, and things were kind of blowing up on some parts and people were just yelling rigged everywhere. But first of all, the document was actually released a long time ago. It's not like somebody just found it right now in a decrypted file somewhere that was hidden away from everybody. And it does state in the beginning of the contract that it's supposed to be 2 fights, so I'm pretty sure they made this contract in the beginning and it was decided straight away that there was going to be 2 fights and not just 1, to make it even more even. To be fair, the first time I heard that the match ended in a draw, my first thought was rigged. Rigged, 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 definitely rigged. My reasoning was that this was a publicity stunt, that both of them would get so much publicity out of it, which they obviously did on every single news channel, on YouTube, on Twitch, everywhere. The only problem would be that the loser might get a lot of bad publicity afterwards and a lot of hate. So how can we get all this publicity without anybody losing? Well, we make it a draw. A lot of publicity, a lot of money, a lot of people watching, a lot of new subscribers, new viewers. Nobody has to lose, everybody wins, everything is just fine. I did go back and watch the fight between KSI and Logan Paul, and I have to say that it doesn't look rigged from the video. At least they're throwing punches, they're throwing it pretty hard. It's not like they're holding back, it doesn't look like it at least. I guess it could still be rigged, you know, if the judges just decided to make it a draw just to, I don't know, they set it up before, paid them some money and everything is good. I'm not sure if it was official judges or what kind of judge it was, but I do have a feeling that it was a legit fight though. So KSI recently released a video talking about the fight. He does have a black eye, which is not so strange since he was in a fight like 2-3 days ago. But it seems cool about the fight, obviously stating that he thinks he should have won the fight. I mean, how can you say anything else? And if you go over to Logan Paul, he says he obviously should have won the fight because he was a better fighter, but I don't know. It did result in 2 of the judges voting for a draw, and one of the judges actually said that KSI had like 58 points and Logan Paul had 57 points. If I was KSI, even though it was a draw, I would be kind of happy with that, because you could say that you kind of won a little bit with 1 point, if you know what I mean. I mean, he didn't win, but he kind of had one of the judges on his side, so... But that's just how it works in boxing. I mean, if it was 3 professional judges that decided the match was going to be a draw, I'm pretty sure they are better at judging than you and I, so I'm not going to stand here and judge who won the fight and who didn't win the fight. It's up to the judges that decided it was a draw, so it's probably going to be a draw. I don't know if we will ever clear up if this was rigged or not. Something that to me speaks more of it not being rigged is that Jake Paul actually won his fight. So I'm not sure why they would rig Logan Paul's and KSI's fight and not that fight, because that would be, I don't know, kind of strange. Or maybe they just did that to make it less suspicious. Maybe it's just all part of the bigger plan to make everything rigged. I guess we'll have to see in the next match. It was stated in the contract that it will be before February 2019, so we're gonna see that match. Does it turn out to be a draw again, that would be kind of suspicious. I don't know how often it turns out to be draws in boxing. I don't watch boxing too much, so if anybody knows how often it turns out to be a draw, how often somebody wins or not, I don't know the statistics, but usually the draw is more unusual than somebody winning. Please let me know in the comments who you were rooting for and who you thought should have won the fight, who fought the best. My personal opinion, Logan Paul had the fight in the beginning, but then KSI took over. And if the fight would have gone on for 12 rounds and not just 6 rounds as they decided, I'm almost certain that KSI would have won because Logan Paul just lacked the energy. He didn't have the stamina to keep going, and he even stated that in his tweet that his body just couldn't handle it anymore. And KSI, he had more energy left, he would probably have just outlived him in the long run. So luckily enough for Logan Paul, he got to quit early. We will see next match if he can get his condition up, his stamina, if he's been running for several months now. That should be everything he's gonna do for the next half year, just running every single day to get up his stamina to actually last for 6 rounds or even more. I'm not sure if it's gonna be 6 rounds next time as well, or if it's gonna be full 12 rounds, because that would be interesting. Also kind of funny, or not too funny, I don't know, that a lot of people bet a lot of money on this fight. Especially this guy that bet $50,000 on Logan Paul winning. And then he tweeted, was anybody else unaware of that if it turned out to be a draw you would still lose your money? Well, that's kind of how betting works. You bet for a winner, another winner, or a draw. There can always be a draw. It is not very common, but when it turns out to be a draw, everybody else is gonna lose their money. That's just how it works. I'm sorry. That's a lot of money to lose. That's a lot of money to bet on a fight. We will keep a lookout for any new evidence emerging about this rigged, #rigged fight, or I don't know, citation mark rigged fight, I don't know how to say it. Do you guys think it's rigged? Do you think it was legit? Was it a real fight or a fake fight? I want to know your opinion. To finish it off, kudos to both KSI and Logan Paul for actually going through with this fight. Over the internet there is usually a lot of smack talk. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you up. Meet me in the ring and you're gonna see what happens. But this time it actually did happen. Both of them went through with it. They just met up in the ring and they had a good fight, so great job. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Viral Trends signing out. I hope you liked this little news report or whatever, I don't know what to call it. This is kind of different from the videos we usually make, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button and press the subscribe button and great things will come.